Sorry.
Thank you, Brendan. Brendan, why are you such a sweetheart? Why does everyone hate you so much? What is happening?
I know.
What is wrong with you people? He couldn't be any nicer.
I know. That's what happens.
You started it.
I started it.
Yo,
He did.
that's hilarious.
That was a great response.
So Skankfest is happening right now as we speak, actually about 10 minutes down the road from me. I'm in Vegas, and I was actually able to go to the Friday only event yesterday, and I did it mainly to try and capture what it was like going to Skankfest and give you guys my first thoughts and opinions after going for the first time. Not only that, but I also wanted to see if Bryan Callen and Brendan Schaub would actually show up as the fighter and the kid to the event and see what the audience reaction would be like. And let me tell you, after seeing it in person, seeing the engagement and comparing it to what people are saying on the fighter and the kid and some comments on a few videos, it's pretty interesting, and I was actually shocked. And before we get started, if you could do me a huge favor, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. It helps out so much and I really appreciate it. Thank you. So we'll start the video by going over the good, the bad, and then going over some clips that I myself took and that the Skankfest production team recorded from the fighter and the kid and a few of Brendan Schaub's stand-up sets. So let's get started.
Oh, I'm doing Skankfest, Eric.
Oh, you gonna do it?
Yeah.
Oh,
I talked to Gomez.
Oh, that's gonna be something.
Are you doing it this year?
Yeah, I'm gonna be there too.
Thank God.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna have to make sure.
Where's Brian?
I'm sure a lot of you guys know, but Skankfest is a 3-day comedy festival that happens yearly in Las Vegas, actually in Fremont Street, about 10 minutes away from the Strip. And it was started by Louis J. Gomez, Big J. Okerson, and Dave Smith, who are the host of Legion of Skanks. A ton of comedians get invited to perform at the festival, and they essentially split the venue into different stages. And similar to a music festival, you can schedule your day depending on who you want to see and what time they'll be on stage. But okay, the good. I think location was actually great, even though a lot of people complain that because it's on Fremont Street that it's a little bit trashy. But I mean, you are going to Skankfest. And not only that, but the venue is set up so well that you can be in and out in a few minutes. Pretty easy to get in and out, meaning that you can go to a lot of the restaurants out there, a lot of the bars, take a break, go back, do whatever you want, and it's all within walking distance. Again, the way that everything was organized and set up made it very easy to get from one place to another, to the restrooms, to get a drink and all of that stuff. But what I think is the biggest selling point of the event, besides watching comedy, is that you can almost hang out with certain comics. I'm obviously kidding, but it was shocking how close everybody was once you were out there. You could be watching somebody do their set, you turn to the left and you see Bobby Kelly, and then you see Big J. Okerson literally like a few feet away from you. For example, I was walking down a hallway with a bunch of people lined up waiting for a show, and then I just see Bryan Callen on his phone just walking right past me. And then towards the end of the night, there was even a point where it was a huge group of comics. It was Brendan Schaub, his brother, Bryan Callen, Brian Redban, obviously Big J. Okerson, Louis J. Gomez, Annie Letterman. I'm probably missing one more, but there was a whole group of them taking pictures with fans, talking, and they all looked pretty chill. Like they were just, standing there. It wasn't like it was a meet and greet or anything like that. It was pretty chill. Obviously, the point of the festival is for you to see as many comics that you like as possible, but I think they do a very good job at just having everybody hanging out there and then meeting fans. Now, the bad. There wasn't really that many negative things I could point out. I think the main one was probably sound pollution. Like, obviously, it's a venue, and they split the rooms with curtains, which obviously don't do anything for sound treatment. So there were times where you would be watching somebody's sets, they get to a point where it's a little bit quiet, but then you can just hear everybody on the other room just blasting, talking, laughing, all that. I don't even know what they were doing, but they were so loud at some point. And it's just a little bit distracting, not that much. Now to the last and final part of the video, the fighter and the kid and the audience reaction to them. Now, I didn't really think anything bad was going to happen, like getting heckled or anything like that. Obviously, I don't think many people would pay hundreds of dollars and fly or drive to Vegas just to heckle or boo Brendan Schaub or Bryan Callen. However, the vibe that I got from the crowd was very chill. Obviously, everybody was very supportive, and at some point, I think they even kind of turned on Louis J. Gomez and called him out when he was just asking why everybody hated Brendan Schaub.
Bullies.
Hey, dude, look.
There's a lot to hate on.
There is a lot to hate
But
on.
I've never. Have you ever heard me say a bad word about you?
You've never said a bad word about anybody. You're the nicest person I've ever met. But,
Not what I do.
but these people hate you so much. I don't understand. I'm trying to understand
Well,
it.
you know what it is? He is 6'4" with all that hair.
Now, I do think that it was a great move for Brian Callen and Brendan Schaub to go to Skankfest for the first time ever, even after receiving massive hate for the past year and a half. I think they handled it correctly, and if anything, the crowd kind of started to realize that Brendan Schaub was acting pretty humble, and he wasn't Brendan Schaub from The Fighter and the Kid, because a lot of the comments were pointing out that they thought Brendan Schaub appeared to be more humble. They did make a joke about the truck walk, which was interesting because Andy Letterman was obviously there.
I mean, look, Schaub's not trying to walk into his truck, I'll tell you that much.
What's that?
Oh, is that
And I do have a new truck.
You have a new truck, dude.
And she did take some shots at Chris D'Elia while she was doing her set, but nothing about Brendan Schaub. Again, I think that's fair because there's not much you can do. It would be pointless and not productive to invite Brendan Schaub and Brian Callen over just to have the crowd boo at them or do anything like that. Once again, this was the first time that Brian Callen and Brendan Schaub had gone to Skankfest, and you can't deny that the timing is very interesting because exactly a year ago at Skankfest, Brendan Schaub was essentially the punching bag for Tim Dillon, Luis J. Gomez, and everybody that just wanted to get their jokes out. But now seeing Brendan Schaub going on stage at Skankfest and taking some punches on the chin, it was pretty cool. I don't know if anything will change. We'll see what they say on The Fighter and the Kid, what their thoughts are, and it'll be interesting. But in summary, I think the event is pretty cool. I like what they have going on. I know it's not the easiest thing to do to put up an event that big because once you see it, it's a lot of moving pieces. Not only that, but it's also a great way to consume comedy, I think, because there were a lot of very funny people that I didn't know about, and I'm glad that I was able to see them. I saw, Ari Shaffir, Annie Letterman, Big J. Okerson, Bobby Kelly, and a lot more that I'm probably forgetting about. And it's also cool that you can connect with people that also like comedy. For example, I met Chris DeStefano's producer, great guy. I'm not sure if he was there working or just taking some videos, but yeah, you can definitely meet a lot of cool people. Now, I do hope that the videos that I took are pretty decent because I was there on a solo mission last minute, and I tried to take as much as I could. And hopefully it comes out well. And also, if you guys like this type of content where I go out to events, document, and try to create a little bit of a different style of videos, drop a like, leave a like and a comment below. That way I'll know for sure. I'm sure I'm missing some things. I'll probably add something once I get back to the office. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below. Leave a like and subscribe to support the channel. We're close to 100,000 subscribers, and I really appreciate that. Dislike if you didn't like the video. But that is all we have for today. See ya.
It's a very important question. Are you at the show alone, or did you come to Skankfest alone? Because if it's the latter, you're a